I love My Hero Academia, but tell me why I've suddenly seen an influx of people saying that Deku and All Might are multi-continental and FTL+. Not only that, but I just recently saw a post on YouTube saying that Deku would beat Luffy in a fight. So naturally, as the biggest fan of logic and reason, I figured that I should make a video thwarting these delusions. First, the only claim that I've seen them make that could even be a little accurate is their claim that Deku's final attack against Shigaraki is multi-continental because the weather report said they are still feeling the effects of the war all the way in America, even after a few days. I'll ignore the fact that the Todorokis were the biggest weather problem in the war in order to better get my point across. Either way, anyone who knows how weather works would know how ridiculous this claim is. To help you understand, I'll use the dance powder in One Piece as an example. Dance powder is used to essentially seed clouds and make them produce rain in places that don't get rain often. The big problem with cloud seeding, however, is that it shrinks the cloud down after and prevents any other island from getting the rain that they would have originally gotten from the cloud. That is because storms literally circulate the whole planet, including going from Japan to the United States. On average, jet streams will take 3 to 5 days to reach America from Japan, whilst the full storm usually takes 5 to 10 days, which is exactly what the reporter was talking about. The Todoroki's flames created a huge storm over their city, and Deku completely destroyed it, which is why America got some wind but no rain. This feat is indeed impressive, but it would only put Deku at the city-level range. His attack didn't even come close to directly affecting all of Japan, let alone an actual continent. For reference, Australia is the smallest continent, and it is still over 20 times larger than Japan. Second, every time I've seen them claim Deku is this strong and fast, it is always followed by something like, the manga directly stated that he ignores the laws of physics, which always makes me face palm because they don't even know what they are talking about. Gear shift allows him to change the speed of whatever he touches, directly violating the laws of motion. You know who else can violate the laws of physics with just a touch? Uraraka. Literally every superpower betrays the laws of physics. Gear shift doesn't just magically put him above the laws of the universe. Third, for the FTL Plus claims All Might, is nowhere near that fast, which we know for certain, because a 100% Deku was only reaching a point of speed that made sniper bullets look slow, which isn't even close to 1% of the speed of light, and the only time you could argue that for Deku is after unlocking Danger Sense, which is very limited, and still wouldn't come close to Luffy's speed. Deku is very strong and very fast, but let's not pretend like Luffy would even need to transform to beat him, because first of all, Luffy is already reaching FTL Plus in base. Second of all, even if Deku was fast enough to land a hit, Luffy is still immune to blunt force attacks that don't have durability negation, not counting armament haki. And third of all, Luffy already destroyed the huge storm all the way back in the Skypiea arc that Enel was going to use to destroy a whole island. The actual question you should all be asking is if a full-powered Deku could beat a Skypiea Luffy. Current Luffy destroyed a huge storm the size of an island by, I kid you not, releasing his aura. I mean absolutely no hate or shame to anyone, but logic is a necessity. Thank you for watching to the end, and I hope you have a nice day.